When the hard times are still on full-fledged, we have all gathered once again to listen, learn, discuss, cherish, emancipate, and grow. While conforming to the protocols, while confining ourselves to our homes, our souls, our inner selves require vital nutrients to evolve, change being inevitable, transition being the rule of the world. Youth empowerment is a process of evolution to take charge of selves, to develop perspectives, to make informed decisions and act accordingly. Empowerment and entrepreneurship improve quality control of decisions and bring about circumstances or rather opportunities where knowledge, practice, and skills of youth could be put to practice to tackle the hurdle and benefit the society as a whole. As we dive into today's session, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell on youth empowerment and entrepreneurship, it's my proud privilege to welcome Mr. Jijimon Chandran, Chair of Young Indian Trivandrum Chapter, and Mr. Manish Vishnu M, Chair of Yuva Vertical Young Indians Trivandrum Chapter, a youth movement conceived with the vision to synergize students and their energy for self-development, skill building, community service, and nation-building activities to persuade and instigate positive action. On behalf of Mar Gregorius College of Law, I wholeheartedly welcome Mr. Jijimon Chandran and Mr. Manish Vishnu M to today's session. Next, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to Professor Dr. John P.C., Principal, Mar Gregorius College of Law, a highly experienced academician who guides and leads our college in the unfavorable times. The director of our college, Father Koshi Isaac Punamutal, is our constant supporter, initiator, and facilitator, our guiding light to and of all the programs conducted by our college. I, on behalf of the entire college, cordially welcome you, Father, to today's session. May I now welcome Professor Dr. Thomasagu T.G., Vice Principal, Mar Gregorius College of Law, our dear teacher, to today's session. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome all our teachers present to today's session. Dear friends, it's you who comprehend, embellish, and complete anything and everything our college proposes, initiates, and implements. Cheers to you guys and welcome to today's session. By wishing you all a very happy evening, may I now invite you, sir, to take over the session.
Hello everyone. So thanks for the introduction. I am Manish. I head the Yuva vertical of Young Indians. Before talking about Yuva, I guess it's better Gigi if he talks about Young Indians in general. So I would invite Gigi to give a brief introduction about Young Indians.
Thank you, Manish. Good evening. I hope I am audible. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you. I don't see much faces. I see only Gifty and Manish. Yeah, Gifty and Manish. If it allows, maybe you can switch on the video so that I can talk to you. I don't have much slides to talk about. I basically my responsibility is to talk about the organization Young Indians and to give an idea about what we do to the youth. Before talking about the Young Indians, I would like to understand something about your aspirations. Probably, maybe you can use the chat window, I guess. I want to make this as much as interactive. I hope the chat window is enabled, right? Can they type in their answers?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, Young Indians represents an organization which is actually linked with the industry body called the CAI. So we come from the industry background. We basically work in the latest. We work in the industry and we represent the industry. So I would like to understand how many of you who aspire to be an entrepreneur. Maybe if you wish, you can say yes. If not, maybe whoever wishes to be an entrepreneur in future, who are wishing to be entrepreneur, you can type yes, so that I can understand how many of you are an aspiring entrepreneurs. We have, I think, 48 plus members. Do we have any answers? I don't see any answers.
We have one.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I see that. Thank you. How many of you? So I guess the next option is, if you are not aspiring to be an entrepreneur, the next option is to probably, since you are learning law, probably you want to be a practice corporate or practice lawyer. So how many of you would like to practice law independently? I think not many answers, I see. Okay, no problem.
I guess
Then,
everybody can raise their hands on the chat window. That'll do, I guess.
oh, okay, yeah. Or are they unable to use this platform? That's the challenge.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought
The
of like
chat
making
window
it.
is open, so
Yeah,
they can respond in the chat window. With respect to microphone, we have a control setting.
no problem. I don't want, yeah, because microphone would be a challenge, but using the chat window would be the best option here. Yeah, I think it is working. The raising hand works. Yeah, because since I am unable to see your faces, then I'm not sure if you are able to understand what I am actually explaining. That's why I thought of like making it more interactive, so that the discussion is benefited for you. Yeah, I talked about the organization Young Indians. Before going deeper into that, now I understand maybe primarily many of you would like to be part of a corporate. In that case, you need to be familiar with the industry. You need to understand the changes happening in the industry. For example, let me show you a slide. How the industry is evolving, and what kind of, I am sure you might be aware of this industrial revolution happening. We heard about the first industrial revolution, second industrial revolution. I mean, the first industrial revolution means the introduction of the steam engine. The second industrial revolution means the mass production. The third industrial revolution means the introduction of the internet technology. Now everyone is talking about the fourth industrial revolution. What exactly is this fourth industrial revolution? Are we fully ready to understand the fourth industrial revolution? Are we fully ready to work in the industries who is adopting the fourth industrial revolutions? The fourth industrial revolution is nothing but it's basically adoption of the big data and analytics in the industry. I mean, if you look at any industry which is going to be basically data driven. So let me share my screen so that you get an idea about what I'm talking about, how this is actually changing, how the ecosystem is changing. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this used to be the landscape, the traditional, and I'm talking about the energy landscape. We used to have, this is an example I'm quoting, taken from some of the studies. I mean, oil and gas, transportation, power, these all were kind of like independent industry entities, and tech was completely isolated. This was the traditional systems. But when we talk about the current scenario, are you able to see the picture now? It is not isolated anymore. These are not independent entities. The tech is kind of like cross-sectioning all the sectors, whether it is transportation, whether it is power, or whether it is end use or built. I'm talking from the energy perspective. You can relate it with the law perspective, and then you can understand how much the tech is being used in the industry, and how much this is exactly the fourth industrial revolution happening. I mean, usage of technologies like artificial intelligence, usage of technologies like AI, artificial intelligence, blockchain, and 5G, augmented reality, virtual reality. These are the changes happening in the industry. So when you are a student who is going to come out of after 4 year or 5 year, and when you want to become a part of an industry, or when you want to become part of a corporate, you need to really understand the whole background, how the industry is progressing, what are the changes happening in the industry. And even if you take, for example, the corporate law or the legal research as an entity, I'm sure artificial intelligence and blockchain are the technologies being very much deeply used by this particular the law companies. So I was actually reading something about the Indian scenario. So I understand some of the companies like Cyril Amarchand Mangal Das is the first legal company who have started using the artificial intelligence in the year 2017 itself in the for the legal research and for the corporate law support. So as a student who is actually learning about law, how can you achieve a lot of background noise? Hello? Yeah. As a student studying the law, how can you make sure you are industry ready when you come out of the college? As a student, how can you be ready that whether it is if you want to run your own entrepreneurship journey, or whether if you want to run your own practice, or whether if you want to run your own, or if you want to be a part of a corporate, how you can make sure you are industry ready. That's where the organizations like Young Indians comes into the picture. We allow, I mean, Young Indians is an organization under CII, Confederation of Indian Industries, which is a 125-year-old organization. We have, I mean, Young Indians was established in the year 2002. Now we have 3,600 plus direct members, like me, Manish, and the other guest joined today is Siddhi. So we independently run our own businesses. For example, myself, I am running a software company in the area of automotive software development. We work with world's best companies, and where we share these experiences with the Yuva members joining in our chapter. So what we offer, I mean, to prepare yourself for the future, yes, of course, you need to have deep knowledge in the academical area which you are studying, but at the same time, you also need to have deep knowledge about what is happening around in the industry, what is happening what are the major changes happening in the industry. That's where we come into the picture as an organization, Young Indians. We give you opportunities to learn, continuously learn. I mean, we conduct the learning sessions under Young Indians. We basically there are the chapter level. I talked about the organization has 55 chapters, and in Kerala we have 2 chapters, one in Trivandrum and the one in Cochin. In Trivandrum, there are entrepreneurs like me and Manish and Siddiq. There are nearly 60 plus entrepreneurs and professionals part of the chapter. We basically support each and every Yuva member joined with us in guiding them in guiding them in the continuous learning activity. And you can also attend the national events, which I think Manish will be talking more about that today. And these are the opportunities we extend as an organization. And so Yeah, I don't have any more slides about young Indians. I hope you got an idea about. I hope you got an idea about what this organization, how it can help. So some of the other support we can extend. For example, if you would like to do an internship in any of these organizations, of these member organizations, you can get the support from our side. So the crux of the matter is basically continuing with your studies. You are getting an opportunity to interact with the industry people where you want to be, where you will be part of after your studies. Maybe as an employee or as an entrepreneur, you are going to be part of these ecosystems. So we will give you an opportunity to be part of that. That's all about young Indians. We also, there is something called our international alliances. For example, Young Indians is the only organization represent India in the organization called the G20 Young Entrepreneurs Alliance. Personally, I have got two-time opportunity to represent India in G20 summits, one in Japan and the other one was in Saudi Arabia. Through this sort of association, you get an opportunity to learn from, not just from your peers in India, but from the peers in the other countries who are working in the same industry. So I think I talked about the organization in very, I mean, in short. If you have any questions, you can raise it. If not, I will pass it back to Manish and Siddiq for the next round of sessions. I mean, next round of presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. I guess if somebody have any questions, you can ask Didi directly, or else we will wait till the session ends. Does anybody have a question?
Please feel free to raise your hand. You are getting an opportunity to interact with us, and you can utilize this opportunity. Please come forward and raise your question, whatever you may have.
I guess they will have questions once we finish this. So
okay, back to you, Manish, then. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Gigi. So, like Gigi said, YA basically is part of CAA, which is, like he said, a 120-year organization, which is the first trade body in India. So we are a pretty young organization when compared to CAA, but we have had very established and senior people associated with YA. YA's first chairman was GVK Group's GV Sanjay Reddy, who was the owner of Mumbai Airport and other big projects like that. And it was his vision that why there should be something like a platform for youngsters and young entrepreneurs other than CAA. And since then, it has been a wonderful journey. I guess now we have 55 chapters and counting. Every 1 month or two, we are adding 1 or 2 chapters. And as of now, we have 3,600 plus members, direct members. Of them, almost 80% are entrepreneurs. And the basic goal of YA is built on 3 things, 3 aspects. One is youth leadership. The second one is nation building. And the third one is thought leadership. And to align with this, we need to tackle the next generation of people, that is you, the college students, and that's where we see the next line of members for YA. So to enable that, we are partnering with colleges across India. And through Yuva, what we intend to do is we would like you guys to be part of our initiatives. Like before telling it, I would like to say what all initiatives YA have. YA has around 7 initiatives that include road safety, climate change, Talar, which is an initiative focused at college school students. Then there is accessibility, and there is one called Masoom, which is basically what the idea is to prevent child sexual abuse. So Masoom makes or does sessions in schools and colleges as awareness for kids to make them aware that what is child sexual abuse and prevent such a thing. and there is called a gift and organ. So we need Yuva members to be actively participating in all these verticals. Our national has given directive that we need members or vertical heads for Yuva chapters individually. For example, if once a Yuva chapter is opened at your college, we will need vertical heads for each of these verticals that I have said. So you guys need to volunteer up and do the work on our behalf, and we'll be there to help you. Definitely, of course, we'll do it together. So that is the whole idea of Yuva. Yuva is more or less a pipeline to YI in future. Once you guys complete the colleges and get out and start working, we would like you to come and join YI and take it to the next level. That is what we want from you guys. And when I say this, I am proud that we are YA is basically a paid membership kind of a organization, but you guys get all the benefits of YA for just the membership fees is 100 rupees per year. You can do multiple, you can do the membership for multiple years. And once you finish that, you have by default, you will know the benefits of what you have got from YA. So basically last year we had around 11 students from Loyola College of Social Science having an internship at Sri Jijimon Chandan's company. And out of them, 2 of them got placed there itself. Like that, we have got massive opportunity here. People are coming to us, they get mentorship for if you are an entrepreneur, you get mentorship from senior entrepreneurs in the city. We have people like Dr. Arun Surendran, who is the principal of Trinity Engineering College, and he is part of KTU's director board, and he is one of the very active members of IA, and he's actively mentoring student startups, and he himself has a cybersecurity organization. So he was asking me like, what was the possibility of a cybersecurity, cyber law session for you guys? And I said, okay, we'll do it in future, but let me talk to them first. So there are opportunities like that, which I guess you guys will need to pursue yourself, but we will be there to help you. For everything that you want, you can reach out to us and we'll be there to help you. This is a massive opportunity that we would like to give. And the next thing is the ball is in your court. You have to do the next thing. That is be an active part of YA and all the UI initiatives. So so I believe everything has become a multidisciplinary, what do you call, world, because I studied engineering. I never worked as an engineer. I'm sure Gigi and Siddiq are also engineers, but Gigi works in a, what do you call, tech background, and Siddiq is working in an altogether different background. So Siddiq is also faculty at TKM Institute of Management. So he'll be better suited for talking to you guys regarding what all are opportunities there for YA students. Siddiq, will you pitch in? I guess your mic is mute.
Thank you, Jijimon, and thank you, Manish, for this opportunity. So basically, I would just wanted to talk to them and kind of ask them, are they clear on? Are you clear on what the benefits you are getting from such a organization? Is there a clarity on that? And that, I think Gigi and Manish had gone telling about the, what are the opportunities that are there. So is that part clear? Like, can we have an open discussion? Like somebody kind of open up and say, okay, what do you think I'm going to get benefit from the organization like this? Can somebody volunteer, or should I call some names?
So from one go, what I've understood is that okay, we get in a platform where we directed and we get to be part of initiatives and we get to have internships and everything. But it'd be nice if you can elaborate more on like the procedure and what we will be expected to do, because that part hasn't been explained.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe Siddiq, maybe I
guess
will
I will
take
take
that
that
question. Okay, Manish, go ahead. Okay.
So the process is you guys will have to identify a student representative from yourself, anybody. That's your choice, and there will be also a faculty coordinator that the college management decides, and then the college management will have to enroll on an online platform, which I'll explain to the faculty coordinator, which is not a big process. It's just a formality. After that, there will be a payment of 100 rupees plus GST for each student members, which the students will have to bear. And from then on, you will be full on part of UA and all the UA initiatives. You can participate in all the YA learning events as well as UA specific events. I'll come to that later, but I guess if there is any other question, you can ask.
Yeah, and Namita, maybe I will also summarize on what you get out of the platform. I think Manish talked about that. I started kind of like explaining about at a broader perspective. For example, why do you study law? Finally, you want to either you want to become a entrepreneur or either you want to become part of a corporate later on. So you mean you need to get a job end of you after the study. So we by participating in these activities, you are getting one of the best opportunities to interact with the corporate even before you are coming out of the college. That is one thing. I mean, the continuous learning opportunity, even though Manish talked about different projects we do as part of the nation building, finally, what you are going to get is like when you work with us, when you work with the direct members of YA, you are getting an opportunity to learn from us. You are getting an opportunity to learn from the experts of the industry. That is the one thing. Secondly, you are definitely, I mean, you can be definitely be cherished about contributing to the nation building activities. For example, Manish talked about the various projects we do. For example, we have a activity called road safety. We conducted a road safety event to basically to improve the knowledge of the on road safety awareness. So these are the kind of activities we do. You can, I mean, your members can be part of that. Next thing, there is some old sayings that you are an average of the 7 people around you, but by joining these organizations, you are getting you are going to be part of 29 or 30,000 UA members, which is already part of YAI. So all over India, Manish talked about, we have 3,600 direct members, and we also have nearly 30,000 UA members. So by joining this UA platform, you will get an opportunity to interact with the other people of the same interest from other part of the country. We have 55 chapters across country, and you will also get it through the national events which we conduct every year. You will get a chance to interact with your peers who are working in from the other part of the country. These are at the broader level. But when it comes to the your learning, continuous learning activities, yes, of course, you will get an opportunity to do internships in any of the member organizations. You can attend the sessions we do every week. We have got every week learning sessions, which is led by the experts from various areas, and you will get a chance to attend those sessions. And most importantly, based on your need, some of our members or we can also bring some of the industry experts to talk to you, whether it is corporate law, whether it is cyber law, whether it is the usage of artificial intelligence in law or legal research. If you want some speakers, yes, of course, we are the best people to get that speakers for you and get it done in your college. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, like Gigi said, most of the premium law firms in this country are members of CAA. So by default, YA can get you connected to all these firms, and we have an opportunity to, like, for example, the learning sessions at YA are the best. To me, those are the best experiences since I joined YA. We have had people from Sandosh George Kolagara to Sri Venu Rajamani, the former Indian ambassador to Netherlands. So you get access to all these events, and I guess that itself is a blessing. So Siddiq, you might want to add something?
Yeah, I mean, see, I think one of the major benefit that students are going to get is networking. I mean, summarize a lot of this into networking, where if you look at networking as a a verb or something, the thing is that it's one of the most important things in any profession. Say I'm an engineer and an MBA. I'm doing business. I run a digital marketing firm. I run another involved in another restaurant and some other business. But Gigi is running a really big IT company. Manish is into different other fields. So basically, if you and you're also going into your own career in terms of law and things. But if you look at any, even a doctor or anything, if you look at anything in common, all the all the professions, the main one of the main things for success and growing in your career and in your business or profession is networking. And you are getting that platform here from the leaders of the a platform being set by the leaders of the country. I mean, business leaders and uh, so you are getting a really big platform. It's a really big platform where at a really low price. It's priced like that because you're students, and to help you take advantage of that. So that platform you're getting at a very good. So that is the most important thing. One thing, if I would say that you are going to benefit is the networking platform that you're going to get, and it all depends on how you can kind of leverage the very big platform that you're getting, the big platform that you're getting, and then you also have the internships. So I would say those are all the additionals, the internships that you're getting, or the certification or things like that you might get, knowledge courses. These are all additions that you can get. But the most important thing, if I as and I also teach in TKM student management, I teach MBA students. So I mentor students, I talk to students, and so one of the biggest things that as students you should be doing is to network in platforms, wherever you're going to get you can connect with people, make your build your network as much as possible. And this is a really good platform to do that. So definitely you should go for this and utilize it, not just joining something like that. That was like you're joining a gym and not working out. If you join a gym and not if you don't work out, you don't get a good body or what your benefit is supposed to be. So if you want to get that, you have to utilize it. So it all depends on you joining and kind of going out and meeting people, and as much as using these platforms. And then everything is connected online, LinkedIn and a lot of platforms are this. You can utilize them, that using this Yuva platform, and taking forward that through these online, and uh, so that's my take on the most important benefit you're getting. Uh, so I think you guys should ask more questions. Kind of discuss what you feel. Uh, what do you think about this platform?
Yeah. Before getting into the questions, I think Manish, maybe you can talk about the next major event coming up in your sector, which is how big is that event, what the structure of the event. So the immediate benefit they are going to get if they enroll now. If you can talk a little bit about that, it will be good, Manish.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So you are as like I said, the national UR team has designed event on August 12th. It's called the Future Conclave. So we have identified themes of the future of, let's say, transport, healthcare, AI, and those kind of stuff. So the idea is to bring a perspective towards your students regarding, like Gigi said, what is happening what is going to happen in the future, whether it is in law or engineering or medicine or whatever it is. So to give you a perspective, we are bringing on speakers from various walks of the industry, and as well as we will have local speakers, as in people from Kerala and Trivandrum. So there will be events hosted by YA National as well as events hosted by YA Trivandrum chapter, and that's happening on August 12th. So we would want maximum members for you are from before that time. So that's one thing. That's a golden opportunity because it's a one-day event. We'll have at least 7 speakers. 2 of them will be from the Kerala or Trivandrum, and other 5 will be national events. We are focusing. There's a group. There are a couple of group activities also in between, so to engage you guys. So that's one big thing that is coming up, and we're planning to do this every year from now on. Every year we will have a future conclave or a youth conclave. This year the theme is future of industry, future of AI, future of healthcare, future of anything. There are broadly 6 themes. I'll share the brochure with your faculty so that you can have a look at it. So that's one major thing that is coming up. I guess if you guys have any questions, you can ask now. You get to see a lot of lawyers asking questions in the TV, but come on, guys. No questions? That's surprising.
I think we'll have to call out names to ask questions.
No, particularly if you don't have any questions coming up, that means either you understood everything or you didn't understand anything. So I'm sure there is.
Ashik, what do you think? Is it? Is there people? Am I on mute? Am I audible?
You're audible, Siddiq, but I think they are not allowed to speak. Probably they can chat. I think there is a restriction to unmute. Probably.
No, I think you can put in your questions in chat or something so that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think earlier Namida was talking. Maybe Namida, you can moderate if someone has got any questions. You can.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. My name is Faiz. I'm a student here. So, is there any particular field that this organization focuses on, or is it across all workplaces?
Excellent question. I talked about 3,600 members. So all these direct members, whether it is CIA or Young Indians, there is no restrictions that we have no focus. It's a completely focusing on, I would say, any industry. For example, now itself you have 3 different people speaking to you. I focus on IT industry. Siddiq comes from the digital marketing area. Manish comes from the food industry. So these are the areas. And if you take YI Trivandrum, we have the media companies, we have these corporate law firms as our members. We have school owners, we have the engineering college owners and principals as our members. We have a construction company directors as our members. HR consultancy firm owners as our members. So I would say it's completely diversified group where you will get the best exposure.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So I think with this, I think most of you should be joining. That's what if they are understanding.
Maybe I can talk about my experience being part of YI for a few minutes. I don't want to talk too much about that. Yeah, myself, I come from an engineering background. I started as a software engineer. in one of these companies, and then later on moved to Japan and worked in companies there. So I would say primarily I was into the engineering, and I always had this entrepreneurship as my dream. And when I set up my company 7 or 8 years back, I had a lot of difficulties. For example, I never had an exposure of running a corporate. Since I come from the completely from the engineering background, I did not had any exposure. So as part of that, I mean, to overcome these challenges, I was looking for professional organizations, and that's how someone recommended Young Indians to me. So I joined Young Indians around 4 years back. I think at least I regret I should have joined long back while I was a engineer itself or a student. It probably would have helped me a lot. So by joining these organizations, what I really learned is, yes, whatever the problems I am going to solve today, or whatever the problems I face today, either these problems are faced by some of my peers already, or peers in the same chapter, or some of the peers in the other chapter. So once we interact in the right forums, like there are inner circle forums, there are similar forums where you will get an opportunity to discuss about your problems, and the whole group come together to help you. So this is one advantage. And as Siddiq mentioned, getting the network of people from the different industry is always a help. Sometimes it's nobody joins this organization to get business, but sometimes the trusted relationships leads to business. So some of the examples are like when I got a chance to attend the G20 summit in Japan, I got an opportunity to interact with entrepreneurs from other countries. So when I had a requirement of setting up my office in Mexico, some of the members from this G20 group come forward and help me. Otherwise, if I sit here in Trivandrum, and if I do a office setting up in Mexico, it would have been extremely a complex process. Even I won't even be able to easily connect to a person there to set up my office. Now this person is being part of these organizations. I mean, being part of this, since I am part of YI, there is a trusted relationship exists. Because of that trusted relationships, he volunteers himself to come forward and do the office setting up on behalf of me. Otherwise, I should have traveled to Mexico to set up my office. So these are some of the benefits through the networks. It is not just the network, it is a trusted platform. So once you get into Yuva, you are getting an opportunity to interact with the like-minded people who have decided to contribute to the nation building, who have decided to be part of these organizations, and through that you are going to get maybe 30,000 friends across India. I mean, I'm talking about the other Yuva members from the other chapters. So once you attend a national event like Take Pride, which is happening every year, you will get an opportunity to interact with not everyone, but at least I think 20 to 30% of the members, Yuva members, used to attend the Take Pride event. So you are getting an opportunity to attend and interact, and then build a trusted relationship. Yeah, with them. Yeah, someone was asking a question.
So Gigi, just to kind of one of the points I found you were talking is you should have joined long back. I think that's something people here can avoid. I mean, it's a good time if they get to realize it, because most of us would well past our college days only we realize that this could have been done this way, or we should have done that time. So these are things that if you are getting to realize at an early point of time, it's going to be really wonderful for you. It's going to help your career a lot in the very beginning. Then so that's a good thing if you are able to realize it.
Adding to what Gigi said, so when I joined YA, I was a struggling entrepreneur. I had to close down that venture later, but when I had to close it down, YA was my biggest sounding board because when I was like depressed, like I have lost some money, man, and what to do next, and I was clueless. But when I came to YA meetings, and people will be saying, "Yeah, you failed in your first business. I am someone who have failed in 5 businesses and built my sixth, so don't worry about it." So YA has been my biggest sounding board since 2017 at least. So I would say this is the best thing that happened to me after my graduation. So I guess, like Ritik said, it's not just about the networking. It's not just about the learning part. It's about a camaraderie of friends that are there to help you with anything and everything. I'm sure that if I want, I can get anything done in India within few hours because we will have access there. That's one big benefit you will have.
Yeah, I think we talked a lot about why. Yeah, if they don't have any other questions, maybe we will give it back to Manish. Yeah.
There's a question in the chat box.
There is some audio issue, Gifty, I guess.
So I think someone has
I
to.
think there's a question in the chat box. I think.
I'm
I'm
not
not
Is
able
able
that
to
to
what I?
see
access the
that.
chat box.
I'm not able to see that. Maybe could you please read it out, Gifty?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'll just read it out.
Thank
The
you.
question is from Ashik S. Kamal. It reads, how can we become a part of this opportunity?
Sorry.
How can we be a part of this opportunity? I mean, is he asking of the joining formalities or?
Um, Ashik, would you please type it down?
Initiative
Feedback to
in
me.
The question was not clear. Neither I am not able to see that the chat window.
Sir, hello.
Yeah,
Am I
yes.
audible?
Yes.
Sir, yeah, what I meant is, how can I be a part of this opportunity? Because I need to join this organization. I'm interested. I want to be part of all the programs you organize. So,
Mhm.
how to do that? What are the formalities?
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
real
The
question.
procedure. The procedure.
Yeah, Manish, you can explain that.
So I guess now it's simple. You guys have to find a student representative from yourself. Give, and you can name anybody who will proactively do the coordination between me or Siddiq and your college. And once that is done, give her your name to her, and she will do the rest. She will take it up from there. She or he will take it up from there. So
Let us
I
assume
guess
the person who asked can be
we'll need to
the coordinator.
find a student coordinator amongst you guys. Can somebody
So will
suggest
we
the name?
have what's the group where the messages are given out?
Come again?
Will we have a WhatsApp group or something? How exactly are you going to coordinate it, or should
Yeah.
we
So
coordinate
there are
it?
two ways. Once a student representative is selected, we will have direct communication with him or her, and we have a Telegram group in general that is for UR Trivandrum, where we will have members from other colleges also. We will post all the events happening in the Telegram group, and you can access it. Mostly since it is Corona times, we don't have physical activities as of now. Most of it are online events. When we do have physical activities, there will be limitations for seating and all, but that's manageable. We can do it. There will be a hybrid model or something like that. I hope it is clear. So somebody suggest a student representative name. Can be anybody. Namita, Gifty, you guys are the ones who talked. So come forward.
Yeah, the most active person should be.
Yeah, the most active person should be the student coordinator.
You can call out names if you.
Does everybody know Malayalam here?
Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
ആ കൂട്ടുകാർക്ക് പണി കൊടുക്കാനാണെങ്കിലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ആരെങ്കിലും നോമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം.
ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുമ്പോ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ചോദ്യം വരുമ്പോ എല്ലാരും ആക്റ്റീവ് ആവും കേട്ടോ. വേറെ ആൾക്കാരുടെ പേര് വിളിക്കാനൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ഒരു ഇതാണ്.
പണി കൊടുക്കാനാകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് അത് ചെയ്യുമല്ലോ.
അതെ അതെ അതെ. അതുവരെ മിണ്ടാണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നവരൊക്കെ മിക്കവാറും വേറെ ആൾക്കാരുടെ പേരൊക്കെ വിളിച്ചു. സ്വന്തം പേര് പറയത്തില്ല, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ അടുത്തുള്ളത് പറയത്തില്ല, വേറെ കുറച്ച് പേരുടെ പേരൊക്കെ പറയും. 3-4 പേര് പേരൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ്. Yeah, you can please go ahead and select.
I think we answered the question. The steps are very clear. Manish Paranu, the steps are very clear. Identify one student coordinator and pinna interest ulla arakkeyaanennu vechina give that name to the student coordinator. There is online form submission. That's all. It is done. Then you are part of Yuva. You are part of our organizations. From next day onwards, you are basically a part of Young Indians group. Why?
Manish.
Yes.
With respect to the student representative, we'll put that on hold for now. Okay, we'll have our official discussion with the management.
Okay.
And then we'll decide.
Okay.
That.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Good. No problem. Not a problem. Okay. I think maybe I don't know how much time left, but let us use the remaining time to clarify if they have got any more questions related to the organization, related to the activities, related to the benefits, anything. Please feel free to utilize the time. I think even if the college management has got questions, we can take this opportunity to answer that. We can have a separate calls later on to clarify any of the questions. We are completely flexible. I think if no other questions left, maybe we can wind up the sessions. Back to you, Manish, and then you can do the concluding remarks. Later on, we will pass it back to the team. Yeah. Thank you.
You're on mute, Manish. You're on mute. Manish, you're on mute.
Okay. Yeah. So, like Gigi said, I hope you all will come forward to be part of Young Indians, and hope we can be working together in various projects in the future. Wish everyone a good day, and I'll be in touch with Ria. She is my classmate, so I just call her in first name basis. So I'll be in touch with her, and we'll take it up from there. I hope that's fine.
Yeah, Manish, I think we missed to add one point. I'm not sure if everyone is aware that CAA is a not-for-profit organization, industry-led, industry-driven organizations, and this has no political inclinations or anything. So this is a purely independent body who work for not-for-profit, but only with the one intention, the national building, and with a goal of making India a developed nation. So please keep that point in your mind. We never work against any entities or even government or anything. We work in tandem with the government policies. We are a completely independent organizations without any non-for-profit motive. Yeah, it's a completely voluntary organization as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it. Thank you for sparing your valuable time. And I hope everybody will come forward and join Yuva. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for the time.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you for the management also for facilitating such a wonderful discussion.
Yeah.
Having arrived at the end of the session, I call upon Namita and Binu 7th semester BA LLB, Mar Gregorius College, to propose the vote of thanks.
Warm greetings to one and all. Before the curtain has drawn, bringing the formal function to a successful close, we need to acknowledge the sincere efforts and hard work of all those that allowed such an occasion to be made possible. On behalf of Mar Gregorius College of Law, I must remark a proficient sense of gratefulness to our guest speakers, Mr. Jijimon Chandran, Mr. Manish Vishnu VM, and Mr. Siddiq Muslia, who spent their valuable time with us. Your words have enlightened our minds, and this is definitely encouraging us in our future endeavors. It is thanks to the gracious support of our principal, director, and faculty members that we are able to bring to light events of such caliber. A program of this magnitude requires planning and bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate to be supported by a team of very active and dedicated organizers who have taken time out of their busy schedule to make this event a success. We are indeed grateful to Dr. Thomas Kuti PG, the Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator. I would also like to offer the sincerest of thanks to our host for the evening, Ms. Gifty. Last but not the least, I take this moment to thank the entire committee as well as audience for representing their valuable views and keeping this session an interactive and informative one. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.